My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now for Buckeye Central Local Schools, Superintendent Mark Robinson. Hello, Mark.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thanks for having us here.
Yeah.
For having me here.
The beautiful fall weather out there, right?
It is nice. As a matter of fact, I have my jacket on because it
You
was
do?
cool enough that I thought
Yeah.
I should throw on a windbreaker.
I wore one this morning too, believe it or not.
So-
That's first time this year. So
Celebrating the Guardians winning of the Central.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah.
youngest team in baseball, they say.
Yeah, great season. They're really good players with special team this year.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Good manager, quality manager, and so
Tito's great.
congratulations to the Guardians.
Exactly. Same. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And congratulations to you. I heard the report cards came out, and you guys did really well, didn't you?
We are very pleased,
Yeah.
extremely pleased with the Ohio report cards that came out. If you look at the performance index test score, we scored 94.4.
Wow.
And to give you
Yeah.
a little bit of what that amounts to, is we ranked number 113 out of 607 districts in the state of Ohio.
That's good.
Yeah, so
That's
113
really good.
out of 607
Yeah.
with performance index test scores. And then they went to a star system this year, and with the star system, you could earn up to, I think, approximately 24 or 25 stars.
Mhm.
We earned 20,
Okay.
which was at the top of the county once again,
Yeah.
and we were tied with Colonel Crawford.
Nice. And I just had Todd in here with me too today.
Did you?
Yeah, and he was
Okay.
talking about it too.
Yeah.
You guys both did very well.
We did extremely well, both of us getting 20, and those stars come in areas like achievement and student progress, gap closing. The other two are graduation rate and early literacy. But what it shows us is that we've done a pretty good job with our kids, a very good job with our kids during the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming out of that 6 months to a year behind us, and we were really concerned about where these test scores would come in at. And like I said, we're 113 in the state for performance index, and then I believe the others like in the 150 range,
Yeah.
and which is really good.
That is good. Yeah. Out of how many schools?
Out of 607 schools.
That's that's very good. Yeah.
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 So we're very pleased, and overall Crawford County did well.
Mhm.
We're just very pleased to see those numbers every year when they come out.
Yeah. Very good. So be
So.
proud of, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Very good. What else has happened in the schools?
Well, let me see. This is we're about midway
Mhm.
through the fall sports season.
Yeah.
As you know, as a matter of fact, last Friday night was the 6th football game, so
Yeah.
we're just beyond midway.
It's hard to believe, but yeah. Yeah.
Volleyball team, they're midway through. All of our programs are about 500 right now. Football's 3-3, and I can't tell you the exact number for volleyball, but they're right at 500. And of course, we have cross country
Yeah.
going on, and we have golf. Now, the interesting thing is that the golf season is pretty much over
Yeah.
because they start early.
Sure. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's happening. The other thing that we have going on, and I mentioned it the last time I was in, I think either on the podcast or maybe when I was on the radio at some point, is we have a renovations project taking
Mhm.
place in our media center.
Yeah.
That is behind.
Okay.
We
yeah.
wanted to be done by the start of school, and now it looks like, quite candidly, it could be the end of next month,
Mhm.
meaning the end of October, or possibly even through Thanksgiving with a few of the items that we're just having problems getting things.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's happened a lot these days. Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
hard to get some things.
You know, furniture is on back order.
Yeah.
We've got a ceiling structure of all things that go into the media center that they just don't know the date that it's going to come in,
Yeah.
although we're expecting it by the end of October.
Okay.
We're putting up a couple of new digital signs out on 602,
Mhm.
so we can advertise things that are going on in the school district. And that sign was supposed to be here in August, and it looks like it's not going to get here until mid-October now.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So there are
Yeah.
delays, but we're excited about it, and the kids are definitely looking forward to it being finished.
Yeah. 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 Just a little bit longer than expected.
Yeah, there are some areas that we were able to finish. We have a new athletic director's office, which is complete. We have a new guidance area, which is complete.
Okay.
Let me see, a lot of special education areas that we've updated. And one of the things that's going to happen in our district this year, which I should mention, is very soon we're going to be looking at interviewing and trying to place a student resource officer,
Okay.
an SRO. And we do have an office for that SRO.
Mhm.
When we select who that will be, he or she
Mhm.
will be. So we're excited about that too. That should happen by the end of the first quarter, going into probably by the end of the semester, we should have somebody identified.
Well, good. So we're looking forward to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And candidly, we're the last district in our county and really in a several county area to go with an SRO.
Mhm.
And we just felt with the way times are today, it would be nice to have somebody in the building who is not only a police officer, but a counselor to our kids also.
Sure, right, yeah.
It's just another set of eyes, just another, person in there interacting with the kids. And, if concerns do arise, we have people that we can take care of it.
Right, sure, yeah. Yeah, very nice, yeah.
A lot of people will say an SRO is like an armed officer in the building, and I guess you could say that, sure, they are an officer, but to me and to us, it's just another staff member that the kids can trust, can turn to if there's a problem or concern. And so we're in pretty good shape when it comes to that.
Yeah, so then now we're going to be looking forward to the winter times coming. You'll have snow days coming up and stuff. How do you get the information out about snow days?
Well, in today's society, a lot of it goes out via social media.
Mm-hmm.
We do have numbers that we can call into the radio stations. And my administrative assistant, Deb Briggs, does that for me. I'll make the decision early in the morning, and then I get that information to Deb, and then she'll call the various radio stations around the area. But at the same time, I'm putting it out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And normally, just the way the kids operate these days, they see it on social media as fast as they see it anywhere.
Gone are the days of waiting for it to be on the radio, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Although, a lot of people still listen to the radio, so they get it on the radio, but it's the way it kind of comes in that, okay, I'm going to see it on Facebook, and I'm going to confirm it on the radio.
Right, yeah.
And then ultimately, it will end up on some of the Columbus TV stations, more so than Cleveland. And then they'll verify it there and go back to bed.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
We're not far from that weather, are we?
See, I'm under the gun when it comes to that because everybody wants those snow days.
Oh, right. They do. You're not very well likely to do a snow day.
No. And I'm one of those guys. I'm an educator, so I want them in school as much as they can be.
Sure, right.
And yet I have to understand that we live in a rural area, and I'll go out in the morning. I'll put my jeans on, my shirt, slip a shirt on, and go for a drive.
Yeah.
And I can tell pretty quickly whether the roads are such that we should put buses out or not. And the other thing I worry about, I don't worry about our buses as much as I do our kids who drive.
Right, sure. Right.
Because our buses can handle pretty sloppy roads, and yet at the same time we have a lot of juniors and seniors who drive.
Yeah.
They're young drivers, they just got their license, and I don't like to see them out on bad days.
Right, sure. Understandable.
And what'll come first probably, mark my word, what'll come first is a couple of fog days.
Yeah.
Because it seems like we always get a couple of
Sure,
fog days
we
as
do.
we go into the winter months.
We do, yeah.
So-
Yeah, we sure do. All right, anything else we haven't covered from the schools?
Well, trying to think, like I said, we're really excited because academically we're doing well. You can see the growth. You can see the kids in the classrooms learning on a regular basis. We had quite a few new staff members this year, and they've integrated right into the district, and they're working side by side with all the folks that have been there for up to 20 and 25 years.
Yeah.
So that's what's exciting to me as I walk through the building, and that's a benefit being in Buckeye Central is we're all together.
Right, yeah.
And what's exciting to me is I just see a lot of learning going on, a lot of growth, and good things happening in our schools.
That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mark, for coming in today. And
Thanks.
Learn all about Buckeye Central Local School District. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me here. I love to brag about our school district and our kids.
That's good. Thank you, Mark.
Okay.